An American journalist held hostage for nearly 2 years by an al-Qaeda-linked group in Syria has been freed, released unharmed. He's now on his way back to the United States. CCTV's Jim Spellman joins us now from the newsroom with the story.
A little good news out of Syria, Mike. We know his release was orchestrated by the government of Qatar, but beyond that, there are a few details about the negotiations that freed Curtis.
His friends and family feared for his life.
My name is Theo Curtis. I am from the city of Boston in the state of Massachusetts, USA. I am a journalist by profession. Today's date is the 24th of June, 2014.
But it may be August 24th, 2014, he will forever remember. On Sunday, the American, held hostage in Syria by an al-Qaeda affiliate group for nearly 2 years, was released unharmed after the government of Qatar arranged his transfer to UN representatives. Curtis's mother had little to say to reporters.
I don't know when he's coming back.
You don't know when he's coming back?
I know he's in good health, and I haven't heard anything today.
But in a message posted online, she stated, "We were repeatedly told by representatives of the Qatari government that they were mediating for Theo's release on a humanitarian basis without the payment of money." Officials in Qatar haven't released details of the exchange. U.S. authorities say they do not pay ransom to terrorists and discourage others from doing so.
To terrorist organizations only gives those terrorist organizations access to more funds and resources. It also makes American citizens more likely targets of terrorist organizations, knowing that they could eventually hold them for ransom.
The Jabhat al-Nusra group that held Curtis is part of a complex mix of rebels fighting the Assad government in Syria. The U.S. considers them a terror group, though they are not affiliated with the Islamic State fighters that have swept through Syria and Iraq.
Al-Nusra is still a designated terrorist organizations with close ties to al-Qaeda. That hasn't changed. Their members have committed many horrific acts of violence against many people.
The release of Curtis comes just days after the beheading of American hostage James Foley by Islamic State militants, and the threat by the group to kill another American hostage, Steven Sotloff, if U.S. airstrikes in Iraq continue.
The U.S. policy of not paying ransom for hostages came into question after it was revealed that the Islamic State asked for over $100 million in ransom for James Foley before he was executed. But on the record and behind the scenes, U.S. authorities say that policy will not change, and it's unlikely that Qatar or anyone else will be able to strike a similar deal for Sotloff. Qatar has become a power player in the region, funneling money and weapons to Syrian rebels, including the al-Nusra group. But the Islamic State militants who are holding Sotloff don't appear to have connections with Qatar or any other country in the Gulf region, Mike.
All right, Jim Spellman live from our newsroom.